Hello everyone, I've been invited by my friend Slicer Dicer, you might have seen him before, to test out some new strings. It's called ReString Zero. It's my first time playing with the string. I've never played with the string before, so...
But you've played with probably about 1,000 other strings.
Yeah, I've played with a bunch of other strings that I typically like are Lux Element.
Yeah,
it's a comfortable
Element's
string.
a great string, yep.
I like that.
You've tried.
And I like Alu Power too, but yeah, I'm excited to try this out. I like Hyper G as well. I have a feeling this will play similar to Hyper G, but let's try it out.
You might be surprised, actually. You want to go hit a couple of balls?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's really comfortable. It feels very lively. I mean, I like that.
And that's at 40 pounds, though. Imagine that you're...
Yeah, I mean, I would string it a little tighter for myself, for my liking, but it's... I mean, I've played with other strings at this tension.
It's not a new company. It's kind of like a smaller company. I've been stringing for about 20 years now. I'm a full-time teaching pro, and I'm kind of like a string geek. I've tried probably everything and then some. So I actually bought, so one of my friends made a suggestion about trying ReString Zero, and I tried it and I instantly fell in love with it. I'm usually pretty particular with my strings, and I just thought it would be, you know, I like supporting the smaller companies, especially when they make a really good product, and that's what I think this is. I think this is a really good product. ReString didn't reach out to us. We're small-time guys, and we're just making this video because we're trying to share a good string with some...
It's not sponsored in any way. He paid for the string. He bought
the string was paid for with my own money. I reached out to the company and I said, I love your strings, and they reached out back to me right away. And the guy I spoke to was really humble, amazing guy, and the string is just terrific, and I'm glad that I tried it.
We just played with the same racket. That's
these are my personal rackets. I actually just switched from, I had the Aero 100. I switched to the Gravity Tour
98.
Separate note, love this racket, but I brought two of them. Mal just got done hitting with my other one.
So we played with the same racket basically. So it's we tried the same racket and same string setup.
What did you think of it?
I found it very comfortable. I found it very comfortable and very lively.
That's the one thing. When I initially tried the string, again, I just heard good things about the string. I follow some of the guys on YouTube, and I watch some of their reviews with a grain of salt. I don't know if they're getting paid or what the deal is, but I bought this with my own money and I tried it, and I loved it. I loved it because it had the characteristics of strings that I have liked in the past, but the characteristics lasted longer and felt a little bit better. What did you think, Mal? How did you think the string played?
I found it like very comfortable. Like it's I felt like I got a lot of very effortless power. And I know this is kind of set up for a little more power, but still it just felt really easy and comfortable to play with.
This is just a completely unbiased review. This is just a great string, and if I can share this with other people and get some people trying this amazing string, then I'm happy to do so. But like what Mayal was saying, it's comfortable, it's powerful, and it has really good feel. And I always feel like there's a lot of strings, and I'll give you an example of a couple strings that I personally love, but they lack certain things. So I like Solinco. I'm not a fan of Solinco Hyper G. I'm not saying it's not a great string, but I'm not a fan of it. I'm a fan of Solinco Mach 10. I like Mach 10 because it's a little bit softer than Hyper G. It gives good spin and it has good feel. The reason why I'm not playing with Mach 10 is because, so for example, I played with Mach 10 about a month ago, and I played my friend a match, and we played about an hour and a half. And then about 5 hours later, I had a clinic. The average level of the clinic was probably 6 or 7 UTR. It's a big group of guys, and I lost pretty much like all my spin. I was hitting it, and the balls were coming off the racket flat, and I'm like, what is going on? And then I looked at the strings, and the strings were kind of like, this is ReString Zero, but pretend this is Mach 10. The strings were sticking to each other, so the ball is kind of coming off flat instead of kind of like, you know, snapping off the string bed. So for that reason, I'm like, okay, you know, I got to get more than 2 hours out of a string. I said, okay, I don't, you know, I can't play with this. So Mach 10, you know, one of my favorite strings. I like Luxlon Alu Power Rough. I like Tourbite Soft. There's a lot of strings that I like, but they all lack either feel, longevity, tension maintenance, something. You know, they're all good, but they all lack something. And the one thing that really stood out about this string is it doesn't lack anything. It has great feel, great ball pocketing. The spin is tremendous. I mean, I played a match last night and it's a court that I normally play on, and I could tell that my balls were hitting and just kind of kicking up a little bit more just with the same stroke. You know, just to give you guys an example, this is, I just switched rackets, but this is my previous racket. This is an Era 100, and this has got about maybe 10 or 15 hours to play on it. And this right here, how it kind of snaps back. I know that's like the big thing on YouTube these days is snap back, and you know, I don't know if that's like the most important thing, but I can tell you one thing, that I've strung this about a month ago, and I've got at least, I mean, I have at least 15 hours of hitting on this, and it still plays fresh, and I could still play a match with this string, and I've yet to find that in another string, which is just outstanding. So whatever ReString is doing, they're doing it right, and I can't recommend it enough.
You said you have 15 hours on this?
My Al usually plays with super control racket, so we just got done hitting for another 15 minutes or so. Mal and I are both open level players. We're hitting the ball pretty hard. I mean, I probably played 3 matches with it. You can kind of see the whole, again, you can see the whole snapback thing. I've never seen that with a different string.
It's crazy that you can get 3 matches out of one string job.
I mean, I'm talking about 15 hours of playing.
I don't know what chemistry they're using, but they definitely got it right. I am now excited to try their ReString Sync.
Nobody asked us to do a video. When a smaller company makes an amazing product, I want to support that company. I think they deserve it. They did a great job. Hats off to them. So if you guys want to try this, I don't know if you want to reach out to them and maybe they put a discount code in your, I don't know how that all works, but you know.
Yeah, it's definitely, I definitely want to play more with it.
There are a lot of cis strings out there. Like you think about like, you know, you think about like Technofiber Black Code, you think about Hyper G, Tourbite. They're pretty stiff and they could be a little jarring for somebody that might not have the best technique. This string is very rewarding, I would say, even if you don't have the best technique, which even makes it better.
It has a very broad appeal, and yeah. Exactly,
and I'm literally at this point recommending this to almost everybody that I teach because I like it so much. This is my young superstar right here. Anna is, how old are you, Anna?
I'm 10 years old.
Anna is 10 years old. Oh, I did the ReString Zero and the sync in the crosses for Anna. And Anna, I kid you not, Anna will attest to this. Anna played a UTR match last night and lost in a 3rd set super tiebreak to a high school girl. And she's only been playing tennis for a year. Was that your best match ever?
Yeah.
It was. Okay. I just wanted to, this is my favorite student. Hopefully this is my retirement right here. If she goes pro, then I retire. If not, then I'll be teaching till I'm 90. But I just figured since Anna played the best match of her life that we would get little Anna in the video per her parents' approval. So if she's in this video, her parents approved. All right, go run 2 laps. Go. Good, right?
My initial impressions, as you already saw, about the string were pretty positive. That said, I want to put the string to the ultimate test by trying them out in a match. I'm going to try it out and I'll let you know what I think about it.